It's time. The newest heroic VIP has now been revealed in-game, kind of. We have this new coming soon section and it says the hive mind of the colony has arrived and her piercing shrieks can be heard across the horizon. She's fast, loud and determined to purge her land from life-stealing beasts. So yes, this is going to be one of those vampire counters, but this is the High Harpy Plasma dragon. So it is a plasma dragon, and it is going to be a dragon that I imagine would have probably skill skins and such, but they're going to be regular, just like what the normal plasmas do. And then on top of that High Harpy Plasma, if what the early info suggests is true, is going to have a skill called Machete Mayhem, which is a wind skill, and you can see it's carry damage and heal. So damage is dealt to another opponent if your current one is knocked out, is what it says currently, but then if there's some sort of heal on this, well, we all love a dirty little heal. But I will say that in terms of the design for this dragon, it's kind of, I mean, she's kind of nice, she's kind of whatever. She definitely reminds me of that One Punch Man character. If you look at the egg, I'm sure you know who I'm talking about, the green-haired one. But this is going to be the new upcoming heroic VIP. So yeah, we're getting a lot of these quite quickly, and of course we have the Hadge collection that's going to be finishing relatively soon, so expect her to be coming out at the end of the Ace of Arcana collection. How good do I think she'll be? Well, I think she'll probably have a place against, well, obviously vampires, but will they have a place in the big meta? Well, I think that will remain to be seen. Compared to High Arcana Judgment, who was absolutely insane, I don't know where she's going to sit, to be honest, at this point, but that is the new dragon. We do also have a new event today, and we have the new Snowglobia Part 2 collection. So, you know, we had the carrots and the snow globes before, now we have the winter signposts and the vial of festive dews that we will have to... festive dews with a J, that would be weird. Anyway, we have this new part of the collection, and in this you can get more breeding perks, you can get Joker orbs, you can get a mythical egg chest, and legendary jokers, and you'll only need one of the festive dews for that one. And then we've got vampire egg chests, which may be very difficult to finish, and then we've got the final part of the collection, which of course has the dragon orbs and the random jokers, but that one's probably not doable. 7 of those festive dews. This one's got 5 of them. That'll probably be quite difficult. I imagine this one with the mythical egg chest and the legendary jokers will be quite easy though, but either way we need to go and collect these items. And we do have a crazy wizard's holo today on top of that also. But just before we jump into that, this is the Snowglobia Part 2 section. So from the 25th of December, so Christmas Day, to January 4th, open snug chests found in the Event Islands Quest and Dragon TV, and you can see that we have the maze event, we've got the grid event today, and we will have a runner event with this cute looking, almost like Sully from Monsters Inc. looking guy, but if he was in green. It's like a Mike Wazowski combination with him. That's how I see it anyway. But that is the new collection. It's very similar to before, but of course, with it being Christmas, I will say a very Merry Christmas to you. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope that you still have some tasty snacks today. But of course, a lot of people in the West especially are going to be off and celebrating the festive holiday at the moment. But anyway, that is the new updatey stuff for now. We do have that grid event, like I said, which means that it is still with the 24-hour resets rather than the 8-hour reset. So all that you have to do is once every 24 hours, just log in, feed up a level 1 dragon until you stop getting currency, and that is all of the currency collected from the reset. So it's nice and easy, nice and chill for Christmas. On top of that, we do also have the quests because, you know, we've been getting quests instead of all the currency coming directly from resets these days. But this is a very, very nice way of ranking up your dragons. I am a big fan of us getting free quests to rank up our dragons rather than relying on resets alone. So I'm a big, big fan of this. Now, there is also apparently on the loading screens a skin for High Corrupted Time. And before I delve into that, I do want to see if we get any more info on what the skin does before I talk about it. But apparently there is a leak image file that is, well, it's on the front page actually, it's not really much of a leak, but it does look like High Corrupted Time has some sort of skill skin, which is kind of to be expected at this point because they seem to be doing it for all the heroics. But anyway, that's one thing I was going to say about the quest. Do remember that you have to log in and complete every single stage to get all the currency that you need, and stage 21 is 2.6k alone. So when you get to that one, you're going to get a massive boost of currency, but you got 7 days to do that, which should be easily doable with 2-hour resets. But it is the same old grid event. So just in case you do need a guide for this grid event, you're not used to them, or you're not really sure whether you want to go items or for the dragon, I do have a full guide created in the DC event guide section of my Discord server. So if you go into the DC event guide section and then click open in browser, then it will open a big version of this image file for you to be able to zoom in and see exactly where you want to go. But essentially, if you want to get the dragon, Globalio, which is, you know, this main guy here, the new dragon, then the total cost for him is 22,430, but the amount of currency that you can get from all areas, so that's quests and runner as well as resets, that's 20,300. So without ads, you're not going to be getting Globalio anymore. But then we also have event items, and before you take any steps in the grid events, you should decide whether you want to go for the snug chests, so those chests that drop those event items for the collection, or whether you just want to make your way to Globalio at the end there. Well, I say the end, there is more to that, but all of that is the pay to win section really. But make sure you decide that before you start taking a specific route, because some of the chests, like the snug chests, they will be quite a lot of additional currency, like it's an extra 3,000 to get them at this stage, an extra 1,755 to get a couple more here. So decide before you start spending. But then if you want to try and get Globalio and all of the event chests, then that would be 28,995 currency. So just a bit under 30,000. That could be possible, depending on how lucky you get in ads, I suppose. But realistically, you're probably not going to get Globalio if you're going for the event chest. If you're going for the event chest, you'll probably finish somewhere. You'll probably finish at this 450 cost chest around here, because after that, there isn't another snug chest until, well, right towards the end. So you'll probably finish on these two chests here. So bear that in mind before you do start spending in this Snowglobia grid event. But grid events are very chill. Just log in, do your resets, do your quests, and they will be over quite easily, I should say. But these are the chests that you want, so good luck getting your vials and your winter signposts. So that is the grid event that we've got going on today. Of course, the other thing that we have, like I mentioned, is the big boy Wizard's Hollow, which it's kind of a shame that this is on right now because this is in the middle of the High Corrupted Time race. But this is the Fragmented Karma Hollow. And Fragmented Karma is a karma that a lot of people value quite highly. I would say Fragmented has been not as good as they used to be, just because we've got so many Dream Heroic VIPs now with great skills, but it is still a karma at the end of the day. And of course, they have Karma Revenge, where they have a chance of blocking an attack and then dealing 2 times damage back. So it's still a karma, so still an unreliable pick, but Chaos Primary Element, it's considered a very good dragon overall. So it's a big Wizard's Hollow, and plus, not only do we have this new Karma Dragon, today we also have the special chest, the Voodoo chest. And inside the golden Voodoo chest, you have the chance of getting High Voodoo Vampire, Corrupted Dragons. Like any of those Corrupted Dragons would be absolutely insane. You can get Blood God, you can get Sinful, you can get tons of really, really nice, good drops, heroics, but you also have the chance of just getting 689,000 food, less, depending on what your level is. So when you open up these golden Voodoo chests, expect to get food out of them, and then if you do get anything that's actually good, then that would be great. I guess the positive thing about these chests is that you only need 6 gold runes, so that could be like 2 golden rune sections, and then you could in fact get your hands on a chest. I'm going to spend 5 gems just because this is quite a good hollow. I'm going to see if we get some luck and don't run into another wizard immediately like we just did. But whenever you get the ×3 gold drops, I think there should still be some. Like, we're halfway to a Voodoo chest right now, for instance. Oh, those 12 gems would have been yummy. but it's not going to take too much to be able to get the golden Voodoo chests. So in that case, you might as well give it a try, but be very aware of your gem spending because we are in the middle of the heroic marathon. You know, they could have put this at any other time and you'd probably see people going absolutely bonkers with this Wizard's Hollow because insanely good dragon and also very nice chest. But, you know, when you've got your gems being spelled elsewhere, it's just, you gotta be very picky as to where you're gonna pick, especially if you are free to play. If you've got like 1,000 gems just sitting around, then you could probably give this one a go on top of trying to get the high corrupted time race stuff going, but otherwise, my throat is dying. Maybe it's just the anticipation of this next wizard before we get to open this Voodoo chest. It's just so difficult to choose what you want to do sometimes. There's so many things to spend your gems on in this game. And then if you're like me, you've also got islands that you need, but then we've got events on at the moment. It's difficult. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. I at least wanted one Voodoo chest. We got pretty lucky, but we didn't really get any more gold drops after that. I don't think I could do it. I think in the off chance that we do happen to be able to win our high corrupted time race, I don't think we can really afford to be spending these gems because, as you can see, we're not running too high. We're not running too hot on gems right now. So I'm going to try and save up some gems. Maybe we'll get some drops from somewhere else. If we finish off some collections, then we might get some additional gems for the event as well. But I do wish you the very best of luck. You know, you can spend gems in this hollow, especially if you're not doing the marathon. But I'd say you probably have to pick one or the other. You're like, you wanting to get Fragmented Karma and win the marathon against players that are active. If you've got active players, it's probably not going to work out for you. But if you've got an inactive marathon leaderboard, then go crazy. Although do be aware that some people do gem on the last few days, so there is that as well. But you know, for now, I guess we will be watching our ads and that as well, because we've got grid coins in the ads, of course. There's no guarantee as to how many or how much currency you're going to get out of the ads, mainly because of the roulette wheels, so you'll have to see how much you get. The other thing is we do also have snug chests in the ads. Like you can see, there's one at ad number 30, so I'd highly suggest watching your ads to get that at the very least. So get watching your ads, get logging in for your resets, and good luck with picking whatever the heck you want to pick. We did get Rush earlier. I think I came 4th in my leaderboard because I didn't log in for one of the days, but at least we got a couple of perks and we got some food, stuff like that. I don't know why I don't get the gem one. That's not fair. Why does everyone else get the gem one in the middle of Heroic Marathon and I don't? I'm gonna call BS on that one, Social Point. I am not enjoying that at all. But, you know, with this Snowglobia event, you can at least take the shared path and then decide what you want to do. If you're going to ask me what is the better option for your Snowglobia choice, like should you go for the dragon or should you go for the chest, I'm usually going to say it's going to be the event chest, but it depends. If you're a collector, you can just go for the dragons. There is no right or wrong way to play these events. If you want to go for the dragons, you go for the dragons. But if you want to focus on, you know, getting Joker orbs to empower your dragons and that sort of progress, and also getting the insignias, the better choice is going to be to go for the event chest, and that's probably what I'm going to go for, mainly just because I don't care for Globalio that much. I mean, he's a nice dragon. Maybe we'll get him out of chests elsewhere instead, so we won't have to... Wow, a vial already. Well, we've already got that vial that we need for that mythical chest then, and oh my goodness, can you go away with your offers? Like, why has that popped up? We haven't even run out of currency. Normally, they only pop up when you've run out of currency. Now we're getting pop-ups for no reason. Jesus. Well, either way, I'm going to be hoping for some winter signposts from this point onwards now, at the very least, because if we only need one vial for most of the early collections, you know, that's the main one that I'm going to be going for. Maybe we'll go for the vampire one. It's unlikely, but we'll see what happens. But good luck with your winter signposting. Good luck with your event spending. Get logging in for those quests and look out for that new plasma dragon coming up, because again, whenever we get new heroic VIPs, metas can shift, things can change, and you know, I'm sure that they'll be great in whatever arena they sit in, but you know, at the end of the day, it is just another pay to win dragon realistically. So yeah, it's just, I do like the colors, but it's kind of a whatever dragon for me anyway. But anywho, skis, good luck, have a fabtabulous Crustmas, and for now, have fun.